So it's just been so like surreal, like all this what's happening, like, and I didn't realize what was going on until I think it was when I was hiring for operations. And I was like, wait, what? Operations? Are we there? I guess we're there. I have been dying to start this talk on what it means to be adulting in my business. As bad as 2020 has been, it's been a year of major growth for Gabriel PR. Working with my team of associates has made me realize that I never want to go back to working alone again. I keep telling myself, if for any reason no more associates are coming through and it's just me to manage my business, I am closing up shop, going into retirement, and that's it. There is nothing like having help. So the difference with agency is that when you have a business, it's like your own business. You have the agency, but when you have an agency that has different clients, different projects, it's almost like you have different projects, like you have different businesses as well. So for example, if I have 10 clients in my agency, then I'm basically running 10 different businesses. And to do that on your own, it's crazy. Don't do it. Okay? Get help. So after the team came on board, I just started to feel strongly in my spirit like, I really want to be able to pay them and pay them well for their time. So I started researching and applying for grants. There was all kinds of loans being given out because of COVID. And I quickly found that for some of these grants and some of these, lending opportunities, they want to see a business plan, or they at least want to see like a table showing, what do you have planned for the money if you get it. So I started rewriting my business plan, which is the first part of me adulting in my business. It's literally something I didn't think I would do or would have to do again. And then at one point I got stuck when it came to the research, and it's not like I couldn't do the research, but it was so heavy. There was so much, and I'm like, I need to get help with this. So I turned to my friends at Time Etc., which is an excellent platform to hire virtual assistants in North America, and I believe also in the UK. My account manager is phenomenal. She paired me up with my assistant Brittany, who needed very little instruction and got to work right away on getting all the research that I needed. And she overloaded me with research, which is a good thing. Like, I need more than less when it comes to the research. So she was super thorough, and she gave me more than enough research to work with. The platform is super easy to use, and it's super easy to communicate with your assistant. You can top up your account at any time, and they offer such a wide range of services, everything from administrative to sales, marketing assistance. I took it a step further when I realized how good Brittany was, and I got her to help me with writing my blueprints, which is basically the processes and procedures of how we run things at Gabriel PR. So things like generating leads and onboarding new clients and how to manage your sales calls, all of that. She did the research on all of that, put it all together. All I had to do was go in and edit. I love with Time Etc. is just how seamless the process is to get somebody on board, to work with them. They're all well trained. People who have experience in lots of different areas, but they are well trained in the area that you hire them for. So they basically pair you. They don't just give you the next available person. They do the research and they pair you with who would be the best person to work on this project. And I've worked with Time Etc. before. This is not my first time. I've worked with them before, so I'm very familiar with their process and how they do things, and I'm still very impressed. I just love working with them. I definitely plan to still work with them now and in the future. And if you or someone that you know would love the gift of assistance, then I will leave my affiliate link down below. And I think you get $25 towards your first booking with your assistant. So go ahead, get that link, get some help, do your thing. Trust me, you will not regret it. So like I was saying, the next part in developing my business was the SOPs, which stands for Standard Operating Procedures, but just to keep it simple, I call it the blueprints. So getting help with things like that, like the operating procedures of your business. And it's the kind of thing that I wouldn't normally do unless I know there's a need for it. But having a team of 14 associates, I'm like, at any time as we're getting clients on board, for me to be able to delegate things to them and feel comfortable that they know what to do, I definitely wanted something in place. So getting help with things like SOPs is, it's not something I ever thought I would be venturing into anytime soon, but it's one of the things that showed me like, are you adulting in your business? You're adulting in your business, aren't you? You're leveling up, aren't you? So that was another sign that's like, okay, things are changing. And it's going to happen the same way for you as well when you realize that it's not just you have a team on board. You don't want to always be caught in the middle training them to do something. So it would be in your best interest to create some blueprints on how to onboard clients or how to do whatever processes or procedures are relative to your business. And then there was hiring the bookkeeper. What? Hiring a bookkeeper is something that I had actually looked into it before, but I thought, it's not worth it. I can go in, set a date every week, go in, categorize my transactions, make sure everything is on par, and it's fine. But it gets to the point where you don't have the time for that. Like, I went to school for PR and communications. I did not go to school for accounting, finance, bookkeeping, or anything of the sort. So a lot of times it's better that you delegate those things, that it's better in the hands of a professional as opposed to you doing it. And you can continue, working on that thing where you have the skills and the passion and the talents, and leave the other things to other people. So when I got into hiring a bookkeeper and I had my first bookkeeper meeting, I was like, wow, did that just happen? So all of this, it wasn't planned by any means. The spirit has been moving in me this entire year to level up my business. And not just because I have a team of associates, but because it's time. 15 years, let's do something different, shall we? I think that some of us have a tendency to get comfortable, and it's usually out of fear, but we can't let fear hold us back, right? So because I'm now stepped out of my box, allowed myself to be vulnerable and seek the help that I needed, I have a team of 14 associates and my research assistant and my bookkeeper, my web developer, the project manager. It just keeps growing and growing. And again, it wasn't even planned. It's just the day comes and it's like, what? I need a bookkeeper today. Where can I find the bookkeeper? Or what? I need a project manager. Who's going to help with that? And it just happens. It's just been happening. I didn't plan this at all by any means. It's just happening. It may be the same for you. It might just happen for you. Or you set a plan one day. So what? If I want to run this business the way I want to run this business, I'm going to need a virtual assistant. I'm going to need a bookkeeper. I'm going to need someone who manages my projects, maybe a business development manager, someone who helps with bringing in sales and helping the company build relationships with strategic connections or the media or whoever. So it kind of just comes where you want to plan it, or in my case, it just happened, and every day it's something new. Tomorrow it might be like, hey, you know what, Sandra, you should hire a human resources person. Who knows? So it's just been so surreal, all this, what's happening, and I didn't realize what was going on until I think it was when I was hiring for operations. And I was like, wait, what? Operations? Are we there? I guess we're there. And I feel like for a lot of you, it might happen just the same way. It's one thing to plan for it, but I think there comes a time where it just naturally, it's time to level up, and it just happens. So it may be the same for you. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you'll get a notification every time I'm in here dropping some insights for you. Lastly, don't forget to connect with me on Instagram at I am Sandra Gabriel, and my blog, sandragabriel.com. See you guys.